Let's get in a word here from the BJP as the opposition's joint attack there continues. Let's have Mr. Siddharth Singh of the BJP react to that. Thanks for being with us, Mr. Singh. In that direct allegation, that open dare, that open attack against the Prime Minister, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi saying he's not being allowed to speak because he knows something personal against the Prime Minister. The government is scared.
Well, Rahul Gandhi has been known as a photo op politician. Now he wants to what Arvind Kejriwal is known best, a shoot and run. So he can do spit and run, but at the same time, if he has something, he should come out. What is stopping Mr. Rahul Gandhi to do that? Because at the end of the day, if Rahul Gandhi wants to play this kind of a politics, he has to much more answer where he's already on a bail of 5,000 crores. There are a number of scams which are related to his family and his Congress leadership. On that, investigation is on, and there are constitutional bodies which have level charges of corruption. So, if Rahul Gandhi wishes to sensationalize, then the best is Rahul Gandhi should come out in the open, and we challenge Rahul Gandhi to come out in the open, because we are very confident of our leaders, of our the Prime Minister of the country, that not even a blink of a black spot can come on his career. So therefore, there's nothing to be worried, but Rahul Gandhi will be replied back in the same coin for even raising this kind of a false allegation.
Yes, because Mr. Siddharth Singh, he says that there is this charge of personal corruption against the Prime Minister, which he would like to raise. But interestingly enough, he says he only wants to do so in the Parliament, in the floor of the House. That brings me to my next question. Will there be an opportunity for once and for all this allegation or this bluff, if it is so, can be called off if he is given the platform to speak?
Let Rahul Gandhi not take the alibi of a parliament. Parliament is being stalled by the Congress and the opposition people. If he has any chance, we challenge Rahul Gandhi to come out in the open. He doesn't need parliament for that. And let's not be foolish that only in the parliament he'll raise. If he has anything and he has substantial, he should come out in open. Certainly he doesn't have, and therefore he's looking at parliament as an alibi. This kind of politics and this kind of politicians are shameful, that India has even produced people like Rahul Gandhi.
Mr. Singh, please stay on. Mr. Tom Varakkan of the Congress with us. Thanks for being with us, Mr. Varakkan. In your view, if Rahul Gandhi really has some explosive details, as he stated, against the Prime Minister, should he be giving it out in a press conference instead of just waiting for Parliament to function, being evident there it's a washout already?
The reaction of the Bharatiya Janata Party is that of a rattled party. When they are rattled, they adopt all sorts of means. Parliament is the place where he has to speak. Parliament is where he will speak. And these are evidences which he will establish. And this is not something he can go out like the Prime Minister Modi and speak on the radio and address rallies. No, come to Parliament. Be a parliamentarian. If you have been elected, you have a mandate from the people. Let it not be a monologue. Let it be a dialogue. Let there be questions taken. Why are you running away from questions? He's ready to face Parliament. He's ready to take on questions. Where's the need to go elsewhere? What more does a member of Parliament do but come to Parliament and speak? And that's what he's doing.
Please stay with us. Getting in another voice there from the opposition, from the RJD, Mr. Manoj Jha.
Yes, Mr. Manoj Jha, the latest we're hearing from the opposition, of course, we heard the press conference, quite an explosive charge that Rahul Gandhi has made against the Prime Minister. We were speaking with the BJP as well just a couple of moments ago. Mr. Siddharth Singh was on the line with us. He says, why have Parliament as an alibi? What's your thought, Mr. Manoj Jha? If Mr. Rahul Gandhi has this proof, this evidence against the Prime Minister of personal corruption, in any way shouldn't it really come out, Mr. Jha?
The principle stand right from 1952 when the Parliament had the operative framework. We always expected the governments of the day or the opposition that on any issue, because the corruption, I'm not sure what kind of corruption it is, but it has come after demonetization initiative of Mr. Prime Minister. So when the Parliament is in the session, why not use the Parliament as a forum where you listen to others, you speak your mind. Our worry with our Prime Minister is that he creates a smoke screen every day, 24/7, right from it. And your channel, you all begin, we all supported Mr. Prime Minister. Now look at the fact that the way he is changing goalkeeper as well as the goalpost every day. Do you believe that any regime, like any state, like Indian state, should be so inconsistent? In that context, I believe that if Rahul Gandhi has any evidence whatsoever, it should first reach the forum of the parliament.
All right,
Because
so you're
that's
supporting that stand, of course. Ideally, it should be made on record on the floor of the House in Parliament. Please stay on with us, gentlemen. Very quickly, a listen in once again to what Rahul Gandhi stated.
सरकार और प्रधानमंत्री नहीं चाहते कि हम लोकसभा में, पार्लियामेंट में अपनी बात रखें। प्रधानमंत्री जी पर्सनली डरते हैं। प्रधानमंत्री घबराए हुए हैं क्योंकि मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है जिससे उनका पूरा गुब्बारा फटेगा और वो हमें अंदर बोलने देना नहीं चाहते हैं। हमने स्पीकर से कहा है कि सब के सब रूल्स आप डिस्पेंस कर सकती हैं, सिर्फ ऑपोजिशन के लोगों को जगह दे दो बोलने की, ये हमारा हक है। उसके बाद आप जो जवाब देना चाहते हैं, जितना टाइम आप चाहते हैं, प्रधानमंत्री पर्सनली बोलना चाहते हैं, आप दीजिए। The Prime Minister is personally terrified of me being allowed to open my mouth inside the Lok Sabha, because I have information on the Prime Minister that is going to explode his balloon, and I am not being allowed to speak in the House. So I would request the government to allow the entire opposition to speak in the House.
All right, let's go across to Mr. Tom Vadakan once again on this. Mr. Tom Vadakan, we understand that there is only one more day left sort of the Parliament. We've seen how the Lok Sabha was adjourned for the entire day today by the Speaker. My question to you being, sir, this is a very, very strong charge against the Prime Minister's office and the Prime Minister himself when Mr. Gandhi said personal corruption. If, sir, the Lok Sabha is adjourned again for tomorrow, are we to believe that this truth, this evidence will never come out?
Well, that is the ball is in the court of the ruling party. It is for them to let the House function. What has he asked? He just asked time to speak. He set aside all the rules. He said, we will listen to the Prime Minister. He will answer those questions. If he is not permitted, the ball is squarely in the court of the current dispensation. They have to answer for it. What is there for letting him speak? Let some opposition leaders speak. You follow it up with your counters. He says rules can be set aside. We heard him loud and clear. Who will be responsible for it? These are questions the ruling party must answer.
But Mr. Vadakan, given that we are already looking at an absolute washout here of this ongoing winter session, should the facts come to the fore, should this information be given out by Rahul Gandhi, irrespective of whichever platform he chooses to use?
Well, isn't it categorically clear that you said everything has been washed out? Isn't there still time? Time hangs on. Time is not moved out. Parliament is in session. What stops them from giving them the opportunity, the platform to speak? And where else are you expected to speak? To put it on record to the nation. Press conferences address a certain section. But this is a place where it will go and record. History will record it. What he says, and that will be recorded. Why are we so rattled with giving him some time to speak? That's the question that the country wants and would like to know as soon as possible. Time is not moved out. Time.
Yes, and Mr. Tom Vadakan, one would imagine that this is not really